I'm just going to let that sit there for a second.
Just leave it there the entire time, bro.
I really should. Our faces are too beautiful to be covered up by that idiot. Well, we're here. I really didn't even want to do this, to be honest with you guys. I mean, they're unwatchable. These Jets are unwatchable. Yeah. With that being said, I'm just going to let you guys fire off. Before Jay, I know that you have a ton to talk about. We're going to get to you in a second. Armand, anything you want to say?
Screw them all. I'll let Jay start it off. You know, I know. Just screw them all. That's what I'm going to start with. But Jay, go ahead. I'm handing you the ball.
I mean, like we were talking about it a little earlier, me and Armand. This was probably the worst loss of the season. Like, not as a fan, but like statistically, they got absolutely dog walked from the first freaking drive of the game. Yep. The Cardinals scored on the first drive of the game, and honestly, I didn't have a lot of faith coming into this game because I knew the Cardinals they're kind of hot. They won 3 games in a row before this game, so I figured, you know what I mean, the way we look and the way they look, I didn't think it was going to be that good of an outcome, but I thought they would have had a little bit more fight. But this team didn't do shit today. The tackling, I'm just going to start off with that. I am 5'8". About 170 pounds. I'm telling you right now, you put me on that team, I will get at least 10 tackles because these guys I don't know what they're doing. They just do not know how to tackle. It starts with Sauce. Sauce is, I hate to say this, but he's overrated as hell. He is super overrated, man. He does not know how to tackle, and the defense just did not show up today. There was, especially one thing I want to put out real quick. I don't know if you guys remember that one play where Kyler Murray snapped the ball and they fumbled. And the Jets recovered it, and then the refs decided to just completely eliminate that play. What the hell was that? Like, the Jets had the ball, and they're like, no, we're going to replay the second down. Like, what is that about? So it's not even just we got screwed by the Jets. The officiating screwed us as well. But, like, Aaron Rodgers was bad, man. There was no connection between him and Devontae. Brees looked good to start the game, not going to lie. Like, he had a couple good runs. They should have kept giving him more. I have a lot left to say, so I'll let the other guys go first.
Woody must go. Mr. Afram, how you doing, man?
I'm still breathing, so it must be good.
Yeah.
Hi, Afram.
How are you, man?
What are your thoughts, Afram?
Worst, disgusting. Just disgusting.
Yep. No heart. They have no heart.
No heart. No, nothing. This team.
Is this the worst loss of the season? This or the Patriot game to set down the field?
Right now, this is probably the worst year of their whole existence.
Yeah, man.
They made the tank team look better than this when they were tanking to get the second pick overall.
We had a better record last year with Zach Wilson and Robert Saleh.
Well, Afram, Armand, let me just tell you guys about, here's the big difference, especially Armand, with that. The big difference with that tank team is you knew that it was going to end. You knew that there was some type of light at the end of the tunnel. You knew that Gase was gone. We were probably going to be moving on from Darnold. With this, it just doesn't. There's no light at the end of this tunnel. I mean, Armand, you just sent me the dead cap numbers if Rodgers was traded or if he was cut or if he was retired, whatever the situation was.
$49 million next year. They could split it into 2 years, you know, where 26 would be like 35 million would be the most dead cap money for Rodgers. You take about 20 with the remainder for next year.
But that's just that. Like that's just Aaron Rodgers alone. Look at the rest of these contracts that we have of guys that aren't going to be here. We have a ton of guys on 1-year deals. So like this team has so many holes. Next year is not going to be enjoyable. The Jets had to go all in this year, and their only chance was to win it all this year because
so much dead money.
We all said it. Yeah, we all said it at the beginning of this season that we've been saying it all offseason, really, that this is their only option. This is their only hope because we knew that the years going forward are going to be really terrible. This is not going to be a desirable location for any head coach, any general manager. Now, Woody Johnson is going to apparently pick the head coach, and then he's leaving.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to start the interview process and then hand it to his brother. And I have an issue with this.
I do too.
I have an issue with this because 4 years ago you left and you let your brother do the head coaching search. I get with whoever, I forgot who, and he chose Douglas. Well, Douglas was here already, but they chose Saleh.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna have another new regime picked by his brother for the maybe same situation next 4 years until you come back. And what's gonna happen, Woody? You're gonna keep the head coach for half a season, 5 games, 4 games, 3 games, and then fire him when you should have fired him in the off season.
Yeah, that was.
Doesn't know what he's doing.
No,
he doesn't happen.
Jose, what's going on, man?
Hey, that was embarrassing, disgusting excuse for a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was. It was unwatchable.
It really was. It really was. And I'm a guy that never wanted Aaron Rodgers to begin with. After you know that. You guys know I never wanted Aaron Rodgers on.
Yeah, man, I kind of wanted Carr. Like, I've always been a fan of Aaron Rodgers, but like, I don't know, man. We've people keep looking at like the whole Tom Brady to Tampa, whole Matt Stafford to the Rams, and then you like even Peyton Manning to the Broncos. It's not gonna happen with us.
No.
This team is it's a joke, bro. What's up, Dan?
Hey, good evening, everybody, boys and girls.
Long time no see. How are you?
What's on your mind, Dan?
So, what a disaster. This whole project, this whole thing blew up. It is what it is. But the problem is that we can't move forward. We can't move on.
No.
That's like the position that we're in right now because you can't release the guy because now. No, you can't. You can't, Jose. Yes, here we are, non-business guys. We want to say, yeah, you can, but we can't. You can't yet. You signed on the dotted line a 3-year kind of thing, unless he retires and he makes off like a settlement with the ownership. Unfortunately, the future looks really bad right now. Because now you're putting everything into the hands of Christopher Johnson before Woody chooses the owner, the new coach, and then he leaves. And it's a complete crap show. And
he acts like he's going to pick the head coach like he knows what he's doing.
He doesn't.
Exactly.
They have no idea. It's got to be Rex. Rex is really the only option.
Then he does.
Well, yeah, if we get Rex back, but that would.
That's the only one's going to take the job.
Yeah, but you know what? Maybe that's what this team needs, like that little shot in the arm, like play like a Jet. But you know, like what the difference is? They are playing like the Jets. The Jets haven't played the Rex Ryan style Jets since 2010. Let's be real. Like
right.
like when you say play like a Jet, they are. They definitely are.
And that's the thing, bro. Like people like. Don't get me wrong. Actually, I can't say I've fallen into it, but like after last week's win, everybody's like, "Yeah, bro, we're back." No, we're not, man.
No,
Like,
it was a nice
Rex
win.
coming here for only one season. He's not going to come here just for one season.
I
It's a
think he should come back
Rex.
next year. Like,
it's a
Well,
clown
he's not
show.
gonna-
If you get
he's
Rex
not-
back, it's a continuation of the clown show. The hell are you
Yeah.
going?
yeah, but would you not?
What are you
would
going
not feel more-
backwards?
you wouldn't feel more confident with Rex Ryan as your head coach?
No.
No, because he's not going
No.
to bench Rodgers. He's never going to bench
Again,
Rodgers, even if Rodgers is playing bad.
We have to stop being delusional. We have to stop that. We have to. Oh, if we get Rex
Listen.
Ryan, he's gonna hold on. He's gonna bring up
Yep.
the 2009, 2010
No.
Jets. It is time to move forward and to do things differently. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen with the New York Jets with Woody Johnson at the helm or Christopher Johnson. Now, you have Christopher Johnson taking over. Keep in mind who he hired. He hired Adam Gase. Now, people might say, crazy eyes. Again, we would think that would be the bottom. This is the bottom now, right? No, it's not. It's a bottomless pit with the New York Jets.
Yeah.
There is always a new level of dissension. This is getting worse and worse. Look, you have a bunch of geriatric players on the offensive side. Tyron Smith should have been benched. I thought he was benched until we got a message from Armand. He hurt his neck. So there is no accountability whatsoever in this franchise, where if you play like crap, then you play like a Jet. That's the mantra.
Until I hate saying it, because I don't wish it on anybody. But until Jameis gets the ball, the Jets will be screwed, because every deal that guy made with the devil to win that Super Bowl cursed the Jets forever. And you can't call me crazy for saying that, because what have the Jets done since that Super Bowl? Absolutely nothing. They haven't even had a Joe Namath was the last quarterback to pass for 4,000 yards.
But
his last quarterback.
I hear it, but in all fairness, that's the narrative of a Jet fan, right? That we're always looking for excuses. We're always looking for excuses. Now it's Joe Namath because he made a deal with this. It's such to me. It's look at the Lions. I mean,
bro, they're right there. I see him every day.
Ephraim, how bad were the Tampa Bay Buccaneers back in the day? Horrendous, horrible. They won 2 Super Bowls. How bad were the Cincinnati Bungles? They're relevant. They went to the Super Bowl, a couple of years ago. The Rams, another team. The Jets, though, it starts at the top. Until Woody Johnson.
All the way to, exactly.
Until Woody Johnson says, you know what? I'm going to get a GM. I'm going to let the GM hire the coach, and I'm not going to meddle. I'm not going to meddle. But the problem is that it's in Woody's nature.
Yep, it's who he is.
You know what I mean? I get what you're saying, Dan, but look who they've brought in. For example, look at the 22 draft, 21 draft. They drafted Sauce, Jermaine Johnson, 22. Yep. And they traded for Hassan Reddick. Yeah, it took forever to get him on the field, but he's here. They traded for Devontae Adams. They traded for Aaron Rodgers. What more do you want Woody Johnson to do? I get where you're coming from.
Pay for a head coach. Pay for a head coach. He has gone too many times to the inexperienced head coach, and it has failed. Yes. Because Woody wants to be like Jerry Jones. He wants to credit.
Yep.
I hear what you're saying, but I can't. You can't just put it all on Woody, because he's spending the money.
Yes, you can. He's the owner.
Yes, I am. He's spending it incorrectly.
He's the owner.
Jay, he's spending it. He's spending it incorrectly. You have to get a head coach, man. Look at freaking Leon Hess. Leon Hess, it took him towards his dying day to say enough is enough. Exactly. I'm going to get a head coach to change the effing culture at Hofstra. He did it. And Parcells in 1 year turned a 1-15 team, 1 game away from making the playoffs and making something special.
Look at the Lions too, right? They hired.
You know what I don't understand with Woody. We all gave him credit at the beginning of this season. You know, you bought in even a couple of years, you bought in Aaron Rodgers. You finally hold on, Jose, 1 second. He bought in Aaron Rodgers. You got Devontae. You got Tyron Smith. You bought in a bunch of quality names. We were all very excited. And don't tell me that we weren't. We were all very excited at the beginning of this season. Why not just go get the coach? You could take the credit. Yeah, I brought that coach in. That coach thought that we were serious enough as a team for me to come here, and I'm that guy that could get the guy. Or I'm
the same guy who'd want to pay the extra money to get a quality backup last year.
Yep. Well, here's the thing too. We might have to go with Rex because you guys don't understand. This rebuild cannot start next season. This rebuild cannot start until we have some quality money. This is going to be the 2027 rebuild. That's when it starts. We're going to be suffering from this for the next couple of years.
Well, you gotta think,
so Rex has just got to be that bridge.
You got to
Rex is not coming here for 1 year. Rex is not going to take a head coaching job for 1 year.
He could do 2 years then.
He's not going to do 2 years. He's going to look for 3-4 year deal, maybe even a 5-year deal.
I would do 3 years.
He'd rather go. He would rather go coach the Carolina Panthers if they will look. He'd rather go coach the Giants because he'd have 5 years and they're going to have the number 1 overall pick.
Well, what's going to suck is because even if we have like a really prominent head coach coming here next year, which we're not going to, we're going to be wasting 2 to 3 years of that 5-year experiment because of how crappy that these results are going to be. We have no money. This is not a desirable location. This rebuild cannot start. It's going to take years to have a clean slate. You got Rodgers here next year, who might be coming back, maybe not. We're not going to be in position to be drafting a quarterback
back next year.
Devontae's back next year
because his money's guaranteed next year. After next season, he has no guaranteed money. So he is here with us.
These guarantees,
I hate to say this, we might have Ulbrich back as head coach next year if they don't find a head coach in the interview season. You might. Who's going to take this? Nobody's going to take this for 1 year.
Someone will take it, man.
Not for 1 year. Not for 1 year. Not for 1 year.
I agree with you, Armand. I don't think that they will for 1 year, but you got to at least try. And until all of this same old Jets stuff right now, until like this current team is washed away, we cannot start this rebuild. That's the problem.
Well, we're going to draft.
I just thought about this. Who lost their coaching duties but is still on the coaching staff?
Hackett.
He might get the job next year.
They can't. They won't. Then
you're throwing in the towel. You're throwing in the towel. It might be either Ulbrich or Hackett next year for 1 year.
1 second. 1 minute. The days of appeasing Aaron Rodgers is over. Last year with Cobb and Turnstile Hunter and whoever else they brought in, the last nail in the coffin was Davante Adams. That's it. They're not going to be appeasing Aaron Rodgers anymore. And let's go back. Let's look at Woody's history because I'm going to blame it all on Woody. He only did it fair once in his regime where they actually did a rebuild the right way. And if they continued this trajectory, it would have gone to something special. And I'm going to peg in there Mangini.
Yep.
When Mangini was there, now some might say, no, what about the Herman years? Those were Parcells players, right? With Al Groh as the kind of like, stopgap and whatnot. 2000 after Belichick did the right thing. Yeah. Belichick did the right thing, Jets fans. He did exactly what any smart individual will do. As much as you guys hate the guy, you hate Brady and this and that. You know what? If you had to make a career decision knowing that Woody Johnson is going to be your boss, you would do the exact same thing. I'd resign the next day.
Why do you think Parcells left?
You're damn right.
Woody. I was about to say that. Parcells left because of Woody.
Mm-hmm.
How does he like to see this?
Now, Mangini was on the Colin Cowherd show about a year and a half ago, and he told exactly what occurred. When he took the job, they said, look, Woody, once we bring in Tannenbaum, we elevate him as a GM, I need at least a 5 to 7 plan. It will work out. I've seen it, how it works, the blueprint with the Patriots. We need a solid draft class, solid. That will be our core. We need a culture change here where everyone will be held accountable, and there's going to be a standard. We're going to get free agents here, and they're going to buy in. Guess what happened? People started buying in. Yes, Pennington was kind of, as we all know, 1 year he was good, 1 year he was injured. 1 year he was good, 1 year he was injured. Then the 2008 season popped up right before, and Woody threw everything out the window because he wanted the name market guy, Brett Favre. He did it. Did it work out? Yes and no.
Almost.
No, because the guy got injured,
Almost.
but there is a huge discrepancy between Brett Favre and freaking Aaron Rodgers, because it's not all Aaron Rodgers' fault. When Brett Favre came in here, there was structure. You had Chris Jenkins, you had Damon Woody, you had Jericho Cotchery, Lavernius Coles, you had Thomas Jones back there.
Offensive line.
An offensive line, and everybody bought in. Everybody's looking at each other. Here, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. Nobody looks at each other. We could fumble the ball. We could do something like what Sauce did. He had what's the guy's name?
McBride.
Nice. He had him. He let him go. This and that. These players are good players. They're good. I like Brees. I like Garrett. I like all these guys. But they want out. They want to either get paid. Maybe we might get one of them out of all four. But they want out of here. They want out. And I don't blame them.
There's no way in hell. Another thing, too, I wanted to break it up before. I forget what that guy's name. We just posted a comment, the Eagle guy. He said that Rodgers is an idiot to come back. He ain't coming back next year. I'm telling you right now. There's no way. If they keep losing games, there's no chance this guy comes back to this shit show next year. No chance. I'm telling you that right now.
You called it the circus, correct?
Yeah,
because he found the clowns that would kiss his ass.
Yes.
Think about
exactly.
He could have went to San Francisco and changed the narrative, but he's still salty and he's still pissed at San Francisco for choosing Alex Smith number 1 overall.
You got it.
What he should have did is he should have said, I want to go to San Francisco. Because if he went to San Francisco, won them a Super Bowl, he could have said, look at me, San Francisco. It took me forever to come here when I could have been here with the number 1 overall pick. We could have had a dynasty.
That's right.
I don't know. I don't know why, but I really want to talk about this game.
He found Mo, Larry, and Curly, known as Saleh, Douglas, and Woody, to fly to him and bend over and kiss his ass.
So now, let's talk about the Cardinals game, right? Okay, the Cardinals game. The Cardinals game. What did it have? What did it showcase to everybody? What did it showcase?
Can't get rid of it. I can't get rid of it. I don't know.
I don't know. Here, hold on.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's Jose.
Yeah, I was trying to. There we go.
I got you. All right, let's talk about this game.
Dog walk today.
Yeah.
We caught dog.
The Arizona Cardinals.
We should all just shut up and just let the dog bark.
Yeah, the dog has better points than what Albrecht said at the end of the game.
The dog has better energy than this entire organization.
Yeah.
Better too.
Now, all right, let's go through the game. Arizona, one of the worst defenses in the NFL.
24th ranked pass defense.
Look what we're doing. We're throwing the ball sideways. Like, I don't get it. Like, at what point was in the NFL history that the ball started going, vertical? Yet we're throwing it to the sidelines. We got a rocket arm guy back there, number 8, and we don't throw bombs. We
did not have a play over 15 yards today, fellas.
Nope.
Not one goddamn play over 15 yards today.
Well, Devontae Adams and his Butterfingers, it really isn't helping either. Garrett Wilson, you can see he's trying. I feel like Devontae's not even trying. If there was one out of that, if we had one out of those 4 guys out of like that 2022 draft, it's Garrett that I'm re-signing. Like I don't want to do that to him because I love Garrett and I want him to have like a successful career.
I would not re-sign any of them. I'd rather keep the cap space and try to get as many draft assets as you can. Like you said, we're gonna have a crap ton of holes to fit next year. We don't have enough of cap space to fit with veterans on 1-year deals. Like you might have to trade everybody and try to get enough of draft picks, not to use in the draft, but to trade for players to come here too.
Yeah, but you guys gotta remember, these guys aren't gonna want to play here for shit, which we are. Like, they're not gonna want to stay here.
Money talks, man.
And first of all, they're probably all living in Jersey. They don't want to be there. Sorry for anybody that lives in Jersey. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but no, they don't care. That doesn't matter. Like if you get buku bucks,
add it to Tyreek Hill, bro.
Yeah, but those are the taxes and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could always get around with it. You got a financial advisor and whatnot. You could circumvent certain taxes and whatnot, But
Anyways.
but to me, it just looks bleak, man. Like you look at the game today, nothing gives you hope. Aaron Rodgers is washed up. And to your point, Jay, yes, you brought up a great point. When the Jets got Aaron Rodgers, we looked at him as, all right, if Peyton Manning could do it, he had neck surgery. This guy could do it. 100%. He could do it. He could definitely do it.
And good defense too, right? Like the Broncos defense.
We had it. We had a great defense. We had it. That was our MO. All of a sudden, now it's gone. It's complete. But why?
They should have fired Saleh.
No.
Again with the excuses. Again with.
But that didn't. I'm not saying they fire. I'm not saying they fire him at all. Wait till the end of the year to fire him. Like what the hell did firing him do? It made the defense worse.
Because it's November 10th. Had Saleh not been fired, you would be calling for his head right now. Get rid of it.
But
so did I. So did I. That's the thing. Here, this Jets team, it runs deep. The common denominator is not having an actual legitimate owner. No, it's not there. Now, let's go with Jerry Jones, right? So Jerry Jones, he has to see everything. But it worked out for him in the early 90s. Totally different game. Totally different. But he had an actual GM/coach, and that was Jimmy Johnson. And then Barry Switzer took over and whatnot. But you can't play that game right now. There's no owner/GM/head coach that will win you a Super Bowl. Woody Johnson, unfortunately, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You can't. Now he's going to England now. Now he's going to England. He has bigger fish to fry. Christopher Johnson's here. What's he going to do next year? All right, so I think, Liam, we spoke about it before. So Woody is going to stay here before going to England to choose a head coach. And remember, Woody has to be there for 4 years. Let's say 2025, it's a 1-16 season. Is he going to bring that head coach back here? No, now Christopher Johnson has to make that decision, blow everything up and start from scratch. Does anyone on this panel feel compelled to say, you know what? We're going to start from scratch. We're going to blow it up. We're going to get a new head coach, a new GM, and possibly we're going to draft a new quarterback with Christopher Johnson leading the way. Anybody feel comfortable with that?
No, because we might be in the same situation in 2028 when Woody comes back. And it's just doing the same thing over again.
Right.
What's up, Jose?
I want to do that after this season, not next season. After this season, get rid of everyone, clean up, start something new. That's my opinion.
I think they just need to clean the whole house. I mean, I like all.
But the issue is if Woody's not going to hire the coach, he's just going to start the interview process, and it's going to come down to Chris, like Dan said. And in 28, we might be in the same situation as we are in now.
It's going to come down to who he calls for advice.
Yes.
Right.
He might call Eli Manning this time.
Right. Now this is going to get
Tom Coughlin.
This is going to get really ugly.
I'll
Really
take
ugly.
Coughlin.
I would too.
What about Brian Dable?
No.
What about Pete Carroll? We keep
I'll take Pete Carroll. He got a raw deal here with the Jets.
You would go there.
I don't know, man.
Trust me,
I
I know him.
If you're cleaning house, I take Pete Carroll over anybody else.
Yeah, but he's like 100.
No, but he's like
Steve. If he wants to be the president or the GM, maybe he does that and he brings in a coach.
But
I would take him as a GM.
He's a healthy 100 though.
You're right.
I mean, like you see him, he is agile at his age. He is ready, sharp.
Somebody is very drunk in here.
Why?
Most
talented
the team. They get that off the screen. This guy is.
Why not?
Really,
Why not? No, but
the
hold
Jets,
on.
bro. Calm
Give
down.
it to him. Give it to
No,
him.
bro.
No, give it to him. Yo,
Oh,
Champy,
bro, that's a
whatever your
joke.
name is. Yes, yes.
I can name probably
yes.
5 other teams that have a better offense than the Cardinals.
I'll give you that. Yeah. You
Like,
know what? You won
come on.
today.
They're
You should
good.
feel good
They're
about
good.
yourself. And you know what? Go Cardinals. Go
They're
St.
good.
Louis
They're
Cardinals. Neil Lomax. Let's do it.
Hey, I'm not actually a New York Jets. I root for the Winnipeg Jets. Let's just get that straight, guys. They're
Yeah,
actually really good right now. They're like 15-1. Best start in NHL history. Sorry to go off topic there, but yeah.
Winnipeg
Hey,
Jets afterburners.
We got to talk about this game. Like
Now,
I know it's bad, but
do the
we can't
Winnipeg
talk about
Jets
the-
play in Winnipeg, or do they play like in Vancouver?
No, they play in
Winnipeg.
Ashton.
I just want to make sure,
Yeah.
because our Jets, they're New York and they play
And
in a
Jersey.
different
Not in
state.
New
It's
York.
The best.
Yeah.
Maybe they
Not
should
New
play in
York.
Vancouver.
All right.
Yeah. They should be a Canadian team. They should be.
Yes.
I want
I
to send
agree.
them to Saudi Arabia. Send
I
them to
don't
Saudi
want.
Arabia.
I don't want
There
the
you
Jets here. You guys keep them over there. I don't want them. Like, I don't want them. I already live close enough to the Lions. I got to deal with that. So
Oof.
Well, that's good. I wish I could deal with the Lions.
Right now, the Texans are in the red zone.
And one night,
That's right.
But isn't that something? You look at the Detroit Lions and how horrible they have been over the years. Horrible. Yes, they had Matt Stafford. They had Megatron. They had Barry Sanders, poor guy. They ruined him, and he just retired at 29.
They have a coach.
They have a coach.
They
And
also
they
have-
believe in.
Hey,
They
remember
also
when he
have
was
one of the
hired?
best offensive
Remember
lines
when he
in
was
the league.
hired and we all laughed at him because of his comments? We're gonna bite kneecaps, and we're like, thank God we didn't hire that guy.
Right. And the
Well,
first,
you know what? I'd rather take Dan Campbell.
but the first thing that he did was to trade Stafford to
The Rams.
to the Rams to get Goff, and a lot of people wrote Goff off,
Well,
except for
I
this
did.
guy.
I did.
Well,
I'm not
they
gonna lie.
got a first and a third for Stafford. They took on Goff's contract and got the second first round pick in that deal, just because they took on Goff's contract.
But
What about
Stafford
this
won a
one?
Super Bowl after that. That's the whole thing.
What about this one's coach, the Browns? I forgot his name.
Yeah.
The guy with the little
No.
beard.
Stefanski,
Stefan, why not?
he'll be fired. Vrabel's going to take that job. Vrabel will be the Browns head coach.
That's another guy we haven't mentioned. Vrabel. Why not him?
Wait
He's
for
not-
it.
He's not coming
He
here
ain't
for
coming
1 year. They're not coming here for 1 year.
Why do you guys keep figuring it's going to be a 1 year?
Because of Rodgers.
The same team. They're going to run.
Be-
They're running back the same team.
Yeah, because of Rodgers. It's all contingent on Rodgers. That's why I keep saying it's going to be very, very messy and nasty. If
Plus,
Rodgers,
a guy like
I don't
guy
think
like
Rodgers-
Vrabel
Just the
won
way we
Super
like it,
Bowl.
Dan.
I don't think
yes, we
Rodgers-
do.
I really don't. I just can't see him wanting to come back to this team next year. There's no
Who's
way.
that? Rodgers?
He's not.
but
Rodgers is not going to retire.
Rodgers.
Why not? He said he was 90% ready to retire before he came out of the
I
dark.
agree.
He's
That was
retired.
the one thing
He doesn't wanna
that's
go
the
out
one
that
thing
way,
I
though.
brought up.
4 plays into
I
the
brought
game,
that up
and
when he said that. I brought that up when he said
You
that.
did.
And I bring that
You
up
did.
there. I
You
said, "What?"
did. You did.
He doesn't want to go out this way. I know that, but I don't see it
think-
getting any better.
And nobody's going to take on his contract. Nobody's
He's
going
not
to take
gonna
on his
win a Super Bowl with the
contract.
Jets. He's not going to win a Super Bowl with the Jets.
A normal quarterback at his age would probably hang it up. I think he would be like, all right, you know what? It's not working out. The problem is he is an anomaly. He's a quarterback that's into drugs, that's into this, the darkness and that and this. He's
A
going to
real
be like,
Jets quarterback.
you know what? I want to play in 2025. And if you guys don't want me, cut me, and you got to give me a huge paycheck. That's our deal. Now, that's why I keep saying it might be messy. At that point, maybe the Jets might have to lawyer up and talk to Aaron Rodgers. How can we buy you out, man? How can we do this so that we can start effectively blowing this up and starting from scratch in 2025, where, just like Armand said, at this point, if Rodgers comes back, it's a 1 year deal where a lot of coaches are not going to want to come in here at all. Unless I'll throw a wild card in here. I'll throw a wild card. And hear me out on this one. Unless Rodgers is 100% committed to just play the 2025 season. So now, you have your vet quarterback. And then you go to Ben Johnson, right? Before you write him off, you say, listen, We're going to give you a 6-year deal. We're going to make you the highest paid head coach, as much as it sucks. And now with the GM, what do we do with the GM? Do we bring back Joe Douglas, a failed GM?
No.
Failed. I don't want to hear about Garrett Wilson, Brees Hall,
How
and all
is
this.
failure?
Gone.
I don't
Gone.
understand that. He doesn't control how they play or how they're coached, man.
Gone. He's
Did
gone.
his job.
No, his job is to field an actual team right there, and he didn't.
Exactly.
He didn't.
And he always preached the front. He always preached the front seven for defense, the defensive line, and the linebackers. And he preached offensive line, and he failed. He failed at the offensive line.
You got Ryan
Not
Khalil.
yet.
Ryan Coyle.
Right after that happened last year. They didn't bring anybody in to protect Rodgers, and they paid for it right away.
They haven't brought in anybody to protect any quarterback.
I can't say that. They tried.
AVT is just a hard-working Becton. He's always injured every season. You're going to pay him?
Yeah, no, Rodgers is way worse right now than Neil O'Donnell. But if you have a legit coach, and if Rodgers is humble enough, which he's not, to listen to the head coach, just like Neil O'Donnell did with Parcells. O'Donnell was a different quarterback in '97 for us, completely. Yes, he was benched towards the end of the season for Glenn Foley, but Rodgers doesn't. I'd bring in Glenn Foley
For head coach?
anyone.
Just to have him here, right? Like whatever he wants to do.
Screw it. And yeah, Elmo, I hear what you're saying, but the thing is, we have to make peace that in order for the Jets to land any head coach that's really coveted with other
5 to 6 year deal,
you have to overpay and do
They
what
won't. That's the problem, Dan.
they won't. That's
Dan, do you remember what you told me on the phone that one time about like making all those millions to go do like electric work and like what we talked about?
That. Oh, good. I thought you were going to bring up the other thing.
Oh no, not that thing.
Well,
That's the way. That's the way.
We got to know, boys. What's going on here?
And, no, it's true. It's true.
does it start with an O and end with an F?
Probably.
It does.
Olaf.
Count me in.
Yeah,
Count me in.
Olaf. It's our exclusive content.
Yes,
Afterburners Plus.
absolutely. As Jose.
But Dan, if you want to like just like talk about that for them, like it's such a good point. Like it kind of stuck with me.
I hate talking about. I'm sorry, I don't want to be a dick, but I just hate talking about the future when we're in the midseason. I know the season's over, but it's just
Season's
like,
done. The
I
season's
know. No,
done.
trust me. If you know who I am, I'm the realest Jets fan. You'll know.
It's over.
I know this is over, but
It's
I
over.
don't know. It's depressing. We got.
What do we
today.
think about it, Jay? What are we going to talk about? The Jets versus the Colts next week that got flexed out because the NFL's like, we're not showing that garbage in prime time.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers
season's
versus
done.
Joe Flacco. It's gonna be like the retirement home outing. You know, like this is gonna be
Yeah,
something.
I'm actually so happy they flexed that game because even today, like waiting all day to watch this and to watch that. Come on, man.
I was
like,
I watched the Bills versus
now
Colts
we're
before this
full-
game.
We're in full tank mode now. Lose to every single team. Like we got the Colts, and then we got a bye week, which thank God. And then I think we
Don't
got
lose
the
that
Dolphins,
one.
and then
Yeah,
Seahawks, Rams, like Dolphins again. Like, we're screwed. We're cooked.
No, but again, the Jets will find a way to win certain meaningless games that will have us draft between 12 and 19. Always.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah, we're going to win.
They'll
We're gonna
go
win a
on a
couple
2-game winning streak after the bye week. They'll beat the Rams and the Dolphins.
Okay, since we're on this subject now, who we drafting? Who you guys want? I know the two guys I want, but we're not going to get either of them.
No
do you
quarterback. I don't want no quarterbacks in this draft.
Travis Hunter.
Can we discuss
he
this,
just
Dan?
said it right
I
there.
wanted to bring
Jose,
this up a
Travis
few weeks
Hunter
ago when you
is
brought
the
it
guy.
up.
I don't want no quarterback. Who's that?
Why not? Why not? Why not, Dan? Because I got an example of
can't.
to counterpoint your argument, Dan.
I
Why don't
hate-
you want the court?
Because
Continue to develop Jordan Travis.
that's one,
Oh.
but it all depends on the regime, whether the regime likes him or not. But I don't
I like him though.
see one worth it. Shador Sanders, the guy from Miami, the Hurricane one.
First of all, Shador's not going to come here. He gets drafted here. He's pulling Eli Manning.
Good. I hope.
Yeah, good for him.
The
Good.
only
Thank
guy,
God.
Well,
smart man.
I don't know where he. I don't know where he wants to go and play for.
The
He ain't going
Falcons.
to play for the Cowboys. They paid Dak, and
He
Jerry's
wants
not
to-
going
he
to get
wants
rid of
to-
Dak.
He's
The
gonna play-
Argonauts.
He's gonna play for the Raiders. I'm telling you right now, he's going to the Las Vegas Raiders. He has tweeted, "Thank you, God," after every single Raiders loss, and he already had a conversation with Mark Davis like a couple weeks ago about being
Why
the
does he
Raiders.
want? Like,
He's going
he's
to the
gonna-
Las Vegas Raiders.
He wants to go to. He wants to go to Raiders because they're in Vegas and he could, have a lot of fun there.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
He-
But-
he-
And
he-
have a whole lot of fun in the Jersey swamps, that's for sure.
I don't want to draft a quarterback just as yet right now because it's a weak quarterback class.
Can I make my? Can I make?
Oh,
a
yeah, go
counterpoint
ahead.
to that?
Go ahead.
All right. So the 2017 draft class, right, where we got Jamal, and the Bears went from 3 to 2 and
That was
took Trubisky. That quarterback class was Trubisky, Deshaun Watson, and Patrick Mahomes. And that class was called not a great class.
Mhm.
And everybody praised the 2018 class. They praised the Sam Darnold, suck for
Josh
Sam.
Rosen.
I was full on
Lamar
Baker.
Jackson, and then Josh Allen. That offseason started
And
to become a
Baker
boom star. The 5 quarterbacks that year in 2018 were getting more praise. And what happened? The 2017 class with 3 quarterbacks in the first round, 1 a generational talent, 2 the second one in Watson after leaving the Texans became a pervert scumbag. And then Trubisky just shut the bed because he sucks in the Bears. But that class is better than the 2018 class because you had 5 first-round quarterbacks and only 2 have panned out.
No.
But we won't know though. That's the thing. That's a
That's my
crapshoot.
point, Dan. Dan, that's my point. The next year's quarterback class, like it's not good. It'd be better than the following year's class. That's probably going to get more praise.
The
Isn't that the
2018
Archie?
class is pretty good this year, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Like other than today, Donald's been playing good. Josh Allen, Lamar, Baker, who else?
Yeah.
Sam.
Like, that's a
Hey,
good
Sam.
batch.
He's a bust. He's a number one
I
overall
think that was
pick. He's a
Josh
bust.
Rosen was there.
He's
Josh
playing
Rosen.
well, but he's a bust. He's not a number one overall pick. He's not a franchise quarterback.
Josh
Sam's
Rosen
not
is a
franchise
tremendous
quarterback.
tennis player.
Yeah. He does a real kick-ass job at the front door at Walmart. I know
Wait,
that.
who are you talking about, Armand?
Baker's a bust, the number one overall pick. He's not a franchise quarterback.
Well,
Sam
well,
Darnold's not a franchise quarterback for where they were taken. The supporting cast is carrying Sam. He had Christian McCaffrey and DJ Moore when he got traded to the Panthers, and he got outed. He sucked there.
I don't know. I'd be pretty confident with Baker on our team right now.
yeah, I would too.
I
Now with
wouldn't
this-
be. I wouldn't be. Are you kidding me? They're
It would-
bust. Plain
it
and
would-
I would
simple. They're
feel
not
more
franchise
confident with
quarterbacks.
Baker than Aaron
If
Rodgers.
Baker and Sam were franchise quarterbacks, then why did the Browns and Jets let them go?
What do you mean?
Even if Darnold or
That was
Baker
a-
were here right now, it wouldn't make a difference. That's the thing. Even if Baker or Darnold was here right now, it would have not made a difference.
Mahomes was here, it wouldn't make it.
No.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
No, it wasn't. No.
Yes, it would.
Nope. Because if they
I
would have drafted
100%
Mahomes and they would have did the same thing they did with Darnold and Zach
Mahomes
Wilson.
would have changed this culture around.
Oh, he wouldn't have.
He's different.
Would you guys be
He
cool
is
just
different.
running it with Tyrod Taylor next year? Because he is here.
No.
If Rodgers doesn't want to come back, would
They-
you be cool?
Tyrod signed a 1-year deal. Isn't he a free agent after this season?
2-year
No, he's
deal.
2 years. But he's
You've been quiet for a while.
see
What
who
are you
the-
thinking?
The regime might not want to keep Tyrod.
No,
We don't know who's running the team.
I'm going to disagree with you, Armand, on the Mahomes thing.
Mhm.
Because if he came with this coaching staff,
he didn't even play for the year.
Well, he
They
had
would've-
Gase. The
They
Gase
would
was
have threw him in that year
coach.
and he would have got
Yeah.
cooked.
he got Andy Reid. Andy Reid brought his people, and he kept him a winning culture no matter where he goes.
Yes.
And that makes the difference.
He sat for a
Wow.
year behind Alex Smith and he learned. He would have got thrown right into the fire in 2017. Who was their QB that year?
2017,
That was McCowan.
McCown.
Yeah, exactly. So you're telling
McClown.
me no. And who are
He would have stepped behind McCown. And he had Gase at the helm. I granted Gase was not the best, but you had an offensive-minded coach at the time.
Mahomes, when he went to when he started with KC, he had Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, and Tyreek Hill was a big reason why he became who he was, and now he's just elite. But Mahomes, And
they developed him.
The only QB that I think could possibly make a little bit of an impact on this team would probably be Lamar Jackson because he can run and he's that good of a player.
Mahomes can run too.
Aaron Rodgers used to be able to run.
Mahomes,
and
though.
No offense, I'm the one that called for Lamar when Lamar was in free agency as a restricted free agent. It was Rodgers and Carr. I'm the one that said I wanted Lamar.
Yeah,
I wanted Rodgers.
The Ravens were never getting Lamar.
Yes,
I wanted Rodgers.
Make the biggest offer you can and give up the 2 first-round picks
or more.
Make an offer that the Ravens had to refuse.
Yep, absolutely.
I said give him a 10-year deal.
But
and
I'm
you
going
could
to tell
structure
you,
the money anyway.
Nobody thought Aaron Rodgers would be this bad. I wanted Aaron Rodgers.
I did.
Hold on, guys.
One second. Wait.
You did.
You did.
Now we must bring on a yes, and he is drinking just like I am right now. To the show, the great and only Joe Cat. What's up, Joe?
Joe.
Oh God.
Hello, Joe. How are you?
The only other
right in the middle. Right in the middle.
There we go.
I got to take over, by the way.
No.
No, I have to do something. Joe, it's nice seeing you. How you been?
Great. How you doing, Ephraim?
I'm living the dream.
Are you?
No, not really, but I hope everyone's well at the house.
Everyone is well. Everyone's well. Miss all the fellas. Well, told you.
Yeah.
Be well, guys. I have to take.
I'm not even gonna lie, Joe. I'm like in the same boat you are now. I'm exactly how you are. I know you know how I was before. I was this fucking idiot Jets fan, but now I'm literally the exact same way as you are. This team is a joke, and I finally understand that. I think I've known for a while, but I just never wanted to accept it.
Joe.
Franchise.
Joe, we were right. We were. You and I were the ones that didn't want Aaron Rodgers, and we were right.
I told you. Listen, unless your name's not Tom Brady, you can't play at 40. It's just a thing. The team. What I'm doing right now is, if you're the Jets, you have to look at first. You have to get a GM and a coach, right? No GM is coming here with this roster like a real GM. No real coach is gonna intake this atrocity. So if I'm Woody Johnson, I'm trading everybody for as many picks as I can.
Yeah.
Quinton, Sauce, Garrett, all the pieces, strip it down all the way to the studs. And you go into this draft with 9 premium picks, and you let a GM and a coach start it off that way. And it's just what has happened.
If I could, I would give you a round of applause.
Yeah, you have to, dude. You have to strip it down to the studs. Listen, Garrett Wilson's a nice player, but we need a quarterback and a coach and a GM. Sauce Gardner, he should never be called Sauce Gardner ever again.
You wouldn't be cool running with Tyrod next year?
That one, buddy.
Yeah, he's terrible. I don't know how he's gotten
He's
two
awful,
All-Pros.
bro.
He's
and
awful.
people are arguing with me today that he's still one of the best corners in the league.
No.
He's not. He got away with so much shit his first 2 years, and it's ridiculous. He's never. Why is he one of the best corners? He's not.
That tackle against McBride today drove me nuts.
They breaks up passes. They make tackles. Sauce doesn't do that.
Dude, the Lions are putting up consistently 45 points a game. They are 10 years away from being the Detroit Lions. That's the reality.
They're 10 years away from being 2 years away.
Exactly. And this is all flash in the pan. It's all like for headlines and clicks and I try, like Jay Jets was, like he said before, he was all about it and he was bought in and he was sucking in, and until you this is the team, this is it. It's all money first, and winning is not a priority with this team. It's just selling headlines and selling tickets and jerseys, and that's it.
After, honestly, it felt like last year when Rodgers went down and they didn't bring in any offensive linemen at the beginning of the season. That kind of said they're not a serious team. They don't care. Woody, like we said earlier in the show, Woody does not give a fuck about this team. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Neither is Chris Johnson. So
no, as long as it's a positive return on investment, you wouldn't give a shit either. I told this analogy.
uniforms and everybody lost their mind.
Right. Oh, I tell this analogy all the time. Do you think the dollar pizza slice in Harlem cares about being on Barstool Pizza for a great review by Dave Portnoy? No. He keeps selling dollar pizza to crackheads and making it hand over fist. That's the Jets.
I do think that they're going to notice a big hit in season tickets. So a lot of people are not re-signing or re-listing.
They're going to re-sign. They're going to re-sign. Like, look at Woody. When they did the close-up on Woody, where he's grabbing, he's like really like grabbing that desk there when the close-up was going on. He's just acting. He doesn't care. In about he's out. He's going to England. He's going to England. He don't care.
Well, listen, we got realistically. Who cares about the Jets?
Because my man.
There you go.
You got a shout out here, Joe.
He's the best. I stayed up till 4 a.m. I'm going to the inauguration.
Hell yeah.
He's finally back, and that's the most important thing. We got the House, the Senate, we got the president.
He's got Woody Johnson.
Who gives a shit about the Jets? We just saw the greatest comeback in history just 4 nights ago.
Freaking economy's booming. And making a killer living right now on crypto.
Look at Armin's looking great.
Look,
on camera.
Yeah, and the outlets. Go to the outlets.
He's looking great. Jay Jet's looking great. Wow, was that? Were you in the kitchen, Jay?
Yeah, I'm not even sitting in my normal Jets background because I'm wearing a Jets hat right now, but it's backwards. So
nah, just burn it, man. There's
Are you doing it?
I got an Aaron Rodgers jersey sitting right there, and it's probably getting cooked tonight. So
why don't you bring it up?
Let's do it.
Go outside. Go outside. Go outside.
Do it, Jay.
Now, come on.
If you're gonna buy a Jet jersey, you just have to buy a jersey with your own name on it from now on. It's the only thing that keeps it value.
I might buy an Armand jersey.
I bought it. It was 10% off. That's the only reason why I bought it, and it's the old one. So, but
you could buy cheap Jets merchandise in the grocery store. It's called the garbage bags.
Wow.
Oh yeah, did you fix the outlet, Armin?
Let me see the outlet. Let's see. Because we got the electrician over here, top left.
I'm on my phone because my laptop completely died. I have to get a new one.
Where's the weight loss? Where's the weight loss?
I'm at 289.
That's good.
And Armin smelled so good when I met him at the Jackhammer too.
Like fresh laundry?
Yeah, he smelled really good.
No, that was the Metallica concert.
He smelled like Hawaiian.
He
smelled like Hawaiian breeze at Hofstra.
That was the only.
It was better than a Jet game.
Yeah, because we were at the MetLife, and that was actually a good night at MetLife. Was for Metallica. Oh man, well, what else can you say? You can't even say anything about this team. It's a disgrace.
They suck.
They are the worst. Dude, they're the worst team in the NFL.
It's actually wild how bad today was. Like literally every aspect of the fucking game. Well, I'm just saying, like we're at today. I'm just saying.
Giants Panthers was more entertaining this morning from Germany.
They're the worst team in the NFL.
This was such a typical Jets loss too. You know, everyone got their fucking pom poms out, their green pom poms out. You know, coming off of Halloween, typical Jets. You know, they have their 10 days off. Cannot show up to the next game.
They're the best.
The best thing was
you can't give them more than 7 days to rest.
No, they cannot.
Bro, the best
get too complacent.
The best thing though was earlier. I mean, I was doing it too, but like when the Colts lost and like who else lost? I think it was the Bills beat the Colts lost and the Broncos lost. Everyone's like, yeah, they lost. We have a chance, and then we just get dummied. I was like,
that's the problem. Like depending on other teams, that'll work out. The problem is us. We don't know how to win. We don't know how to string up a yard play. It's 3rd and 1. Like, who was it? Who caught the ball? Oh, it was Breece Hall. Breece got the ball, and instead of getting that extra yard on first down, it was 2nd and 1. Stop.
Bro, it was
3rd and 1.
4th and goal. It was 4th and goal, and Breece has like 4.9 yards of carry, and they throw the ball, and Devontae drops it.
That guy sucks too.
Yeah, like Breece what are you doing? Throw the ball.
Breece Hall. Let's stop. Breece Hall's not Barry Sanders. Okay,
nope.
Sucks.
I'm just saying. Yeah, he was playing decent today, and then they just stopped.
Listen, this team should be idiot-proof with this roster. Like any me, you, everybody in this chat can be coaching the Jets with this roster. That's how bad they are.
Armand
They're good on Madden. That's about it.
Is that what he smelled like at the Metallica concert too?
He smelled better than that. Stormy Daniels smells like bleach.
Oh my God!
The Lions doing? Are they winning or what?
No, I think they're losing right now. But
I see, of course.
It's 10-0 Texans.
I
decided to root for them.
Dan, I texted you and I said, "Can we do like Lions afterburners or something?" Now they're losing. I don't want to curse them too.
It's us.
It's just 100%.
You know how many people are telling me that I should be a Lions fan?
You should.
Well, you should. You're right there.
I know I should. That's why it's pissing me off.
No, you should, dude. If you can't live the rest of your life like this, dude.
You could be a Bills fan, but you're not too far from the Bills. They're pretty much Canada.
There's no shame in jumping teams. I jumped to the Jaguars and they suck.
That's
now I just watch Red Zone.
I actually, Joe, you want to? I actually thought of you, and I'm like, I should do what Joe Cat did, and I was gonna consider becoming a Chiefs fan because why not? Fuck it.
You can't be.
I don't give a shit.
That's a
I don't care. I would.
At least Lions are like. I can see the stadium if I look out my window right now. So.
Can you really?
I mean, I can see the GM building.
You almost jumped out the window.
Dude, you should really do it. You should really.
If I walk outside my apartment 2 minutes, I can see the river and I can see Ford Field.
You should really do it because you're right there.
You're in Canada though, right? You're not in, like Detroit.
Jay, they got a coach.
Yeah, but I'm like
You're not like living on 8 Mile Road, right?
No, but I can see if you look if you go to my Twitter, you see my header. I took that picture. That's where I live in Canada. You can see it.
Dude, that's where you gotta go. That's where you gotta go. You're a half hour away. They finally got a coach.
It's not even a half hour, bro. It's literally 2 minute walk.
Dude, they're doing the right thing.
5 minutes.
They're doing the right thing. Like you can see the team is doing the right thing. They built up a line correctly. They have a plan. I would just do it, man. I mean, there's nothing here for you, buddy.
Dude, I've obviously paid attention to the Lions since I've been watching football. And that's since 2008, and that was the year they went 0-16. But dude, honestly, the shit they are doing, it's like you just started playing a franchise in Madden and you just started dusting. Like they are killing everybody. Their offense is rolling.
I love St. Brown, bro.
Like it sucks because I'm a super Jets fan.
You know what's the best is when
I already
Ulbrich
got a fucking lion tattooed on my arm, so I mean,
you're halfway there.
It's coaching, dude. I mean, it's Dan Campbell put together. I mean, look at the team, the coaching staff put together his first year. He had Deuce Daly. He has Mark Brunell as a quarterback coach.
Well,
they got a good squad. Yeah,
Joe, do you remember? What was it when Ulbrich became the interim? A lot of Jet fans were like, "Yeah, this is going to be our Dan Campbell." But as soon as he went for that first presser, and he kept repeating the words, "God, we have to go back in there and hard look.
Got to go back.
Hard look.
Yep.
Hard look."
The Jets are the best practice team. And now if Woody goes, you're going to have Chris Johnson, who hired Adam Gase. So
you can't hear
Adam Gase in the chat.
You can't hear a word from Christopher Johnson. You ever hear him?
Good luck with that for 4 years.
Yeah, he like whispers.
It's where football is going.
It's the best. It's the gift that keeps. And Jose's doing pretty well.
Understandable than Chris Johnson.
Yeah, this fucking guy's a Seahawks fan. Has Geno Smith playing like Jesus.
No, Joe. So I'm working in Hempstead now.
Oh, you are?
So yeah, I'm doing Section 8 apartments near the train station. So I pull in one morning, so randomly one morning they put up a sign right outside of the train station. It says, "Welcome to Hempstead, home of Hofstra University and the New York Jets." And I'm just
yikes!
Like, what?
Take that off right now.
I'm like, they haven't been there in 15
welcome
years.
To the home of shootings and crackheads.
But that's what it is. So it says home of the New York Jets, and then there's like 7 crackheads fighting. There's 2 getting arrested. I said, we are home.
Oh,
people want to live in New York City.
But at least the Jets had bowls then. Like, you'd be able to drive up on Hempstead Turnpike and you'd see them. Like, you'd be stopped at a red light by our house and you'd see the Jets practicing. So at least they had some sort of tie to Long Island. Like, this is just.
There's nothing New York left about them.
No.
Well, the big thing is, fellas, at least the Giants are absolute shit too. Which is.
Yeah, but at least they have class.
And
like they lose. They lose with class. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the Mariners will figure this out. No problem. They're going to get a quarterback next year. They'll get a coach, and they'll be back. They're going to be back before the Jets. I'll guarantee that.
Dude, who needs tickets to go see the Jets practice? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, at Hofstra, it was so much fun, man.
Yeah,
going there twice a day. Just show up. Yeah. Now, the first 3,000 or 4,000 fans that log into NewYorkJets.com get the pass? Get out of here.
Dan, have you had Richie from Jets Media on here yet? Or no?
Oh, no.
I'm taking that guy down. I don't give a shit. I'm taking him down.
What you say, Joe?
He's too much.
That kid's too much.
Too much energy for me. Too
The
much.
Jets
I
Media.
can't do the screaming. I cannot do the screaming.
Yeah, I'm taking that guy down.
Any first down, you would have think. Any first down, you would have think he just won the lottery. You know, it's crazy.
You would have thought that kid needs to touch a woman. Holy shit!
I was gonna say something, but
was that you that said somebody was freaking out on Twitter and you said he needs to get laid? Oh, it was Jake Hasman.
Yeah, it was me.
No, that dude's a clown too. Fuck.
All right, let's not go down this rabbit hole.
Yeah, I don't want to get you guys canceled.
Well, not anymore. I mean,
we're like halfway there.
We should be fine after last Tuesday. We should be good. We
What?
should be all right.
What was last?
I lost. I lost.
Yeah, we're back, baby.
We're back. We could say.
I even knew what he was talking about, Joe. For fuck's sake.
This team sucks, dude. I'm at the bar and I'm like watching it. I'm like, this can't be an NFL.
I'm surprised you still watch the games, bro.
No, well, I watch.
But he's at the bar, so it's on.
Yeah, I have all the
Red Zone. That's different. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the.
I want to point out one funny thing that the Jets media account did today. So I don't know if you guys remember when Quincy Williams lit Kyler Murray up.
Yeah.
But at that point, he was already down like 14-6.
Yeah, but then
decided to post that highlight. They posted that highlight, and then if you go to the comments on it, they're just getting cooked. Like, why
because the next
did you see the one that says like this defense is, and then they put like the greater sign? I'm like, what do we? They're so tone deaf.
But even the players. Did you see it for a split second after Quincy made the hit? He looked at the helmet. He was about to pick up the helmet.
Yeah, he was chasing it. Yeah.
I wish he would have done that. I wish he would have picked up the helmet and ran it to the end zone and spiked it.
But where's all the I remember in the offseason too, a lot of Jet fans for the last 4 years have been shitting on Kyler Murray. And Kyler he's
look at this, watch.
Yeah, here it is. He
was chasing it.
Yeah, he goes all the Jet fans this week, he can't see over the line. He can't see over the line. You would sell your left nut at this point for Kyler Murray to be
said it all
Not
week.
even one batted ball. Not even one. Yeah. I don't understand.
Bro, he had 17 completions in a row. You want to read the damn stats? This little fucker, 22 of 24, 287 yards and 3 touchdowns against the 85 Bears defense. Fuck you. Sorry.
Well, that's
all right, fellas. I'm gonna hop off. You guys can stay on. I gotta go pick up my girlfriend.
All I heard was Call of Duty just came out. He's gonna play and he's not gonna practice, and he'll
You don't. But you would do anything for Kyler.
Oh, absolutely. I would take him.
I would take Kyler tomorrow on the Jets, and Jet fans actually shit on him. Your quarterback threw 153 yards passing like Zach Wilson today,
and they didn't score a touchdown.
I just love the fact that his name sounds like calamari.
Yeah, calamari.
I never noticed that. That's funny.
Yo, guys, I gotta hop off. Guys, let's go. F the Jets. Like, not even let's go Jets. The hell with them, dude.
Take flight, baby.
Stay tuned for that Aaron Rodgers burning video.
Take flight, boys.
Burn, like I used to say, they crash and burn. Hashtag crash and burn,
baby.
Have a good night, guys.
Jet up.
All gas.
All gas. All gas. Straight brick wall.
Quarterback, Ken O'Brien of California Davis. Just 14 that first time, now going long. They got a wide open man, and he makes the catch. It's Braylon Edwards taking off. Braylon Edwards will take it home for the touchdown. 80.
First down in San Diego territory at the 47-yard line. Big draw. And Pennington going for 6. Deep down the field, and it's caught by Santana Moss.